भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति।
हरिओम। अखंडमंडलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जंगमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। चिन्मयं व्यापि यत् सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव भूश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्।
So I will start, and then whenever verse is coming, you can say that verse. We cannot say chant, but we have to read only. So we are doing Jivan Sutrani, aphorisms on life. Why? Because these tips or these aphorisms can make our life easy and happy. Very important for all of us. Entire humanity wants life easy and happy. And for that, we have seen last time, the starting point is so very powerful that there are two imperatives in life. One, that we have to face the situations which are coming in our life. There is no escape from that. There are different kinds of situations. Family situation, social situation, building situation, financial situation, relationship situation. There are situations. So from today, we must not say this problem, that problem. We must say this is a situation I have to face. Full stop. Sad situation, pleasant situation. We saw so many examples in last class. So from today on, we must say, okay, this is a situation I have to face. This is a situation. Now, what? So in that, we have no choice. What situation will come in our life, we have no choice. That must be very, very clear. The choice what we have is how to face that situation, how to respond to that situation. That is where our choice is there, and that is where human beings are superior to all other creatures, because normally other creatures respond with intuitive knowledge. Here we are given a choice. And the day we will not have a choice, then we will react, or we will respond, or whatever you can say, like an animal, because animal responds or reacts intuitively with programmed knowledge. Even devatas or any other creatures are not given this choice. So that is a greatest thing for humanity, that we have a choice, and we must exercise that choice so as to create happy and easy living. It's a very important point. So, Dvividham Karyam, there are two imperatives. Last time we saw first one, that we have a choice how to respond, and that is where our happiness and easiness will be experienced. If we do not exercise this choice, then life will become complicated, life will become sad, life will become complex. So what is the second imperative what Guruji is talking? So now situation is inevitable, whether it is medical situation, whether it is financial situation, relationship situation, society situation, country situation, this is inevitable. So we have to respond. That is very, very important. We cannot escape it, and we should not try to escape that situation. Second thing is Swabhavishya Nirmanacha. This situation is the only thing which from where we have to create our goal. So we have to create our own satisfaction, our own fulfillment from this situation only. But it's a very interesting point to note that situation comes to all of us. Some people grumble, bumble, crib, complain. Some people actually face the situation, respond to that situation, and then create their own future. Swabhavishya Nirmana. So there are two things. While facing the situation, we have to respond it properly with knowledge, and in the same situation, we have to create our future. We have to achieve our goals. We have to fulfill our dreams. We have to create our destiny, etc., etc. Very, very interesting, important thought. So now very important is that whether we have goals in life, whether we have a dream in life, whether we are striving something to achieve. Now, this is again an important point, that we must have some goal in life, short term, long term, whatever it is there. We must be striving at all the point in life to achieve something. Some people say, no, I do not have any goals. Then Guruji is saying here that if there are no goals in life to achieve, then life will become meaningless, empty, sad after some time. And this I have seen people coming and talking to me, corporate people, that once their basic goals are achieved, they say, I'm not enjoying life. I don't understand what is the meaning in life. I'm not finding higher meaning in life. So goals should be so inspiring that challenges become fun of the journey to reach our destination. Because in reaching our goals, there will be some challenges. So number one point, that situations will come. We have to respond, imperative number one. And imperative number two, something what is inevitable, that from the same situations, we have to create our future, create our destiny, create our goals, create our fulfillment, create our happiness. If we do not respond and if we do not have goals, life will not become easy and happy. Swami Swatmanandji says that, some people are clear about goals in life, but there is a goal of life also. Now, what happens if suppose somebody says that, no, I do not have any goal in life, goals in life also and goal of life also. What happens if there are no goals in life? This person gets very easily distracted and swayed away by situations. Very important point. I get away by situations because situations are going to come. That this person becomes directionless if there are no goals in life. Goals in life is fame, power, money, success, family. Some goal has to have, I have to have in the life for next 8 days, 15 days, 1 month. If there is no goal, then the day comes, day goes, I get carried away. Something happens, I get very disturbed in life. And if there is no goal of life, this is very important. Some people say, do good, be good. Why do you require Vedanta? Why do you require Shastra? Only do good, be good. No. Shastra gives us goal of life, because if goal of life is not clear, these are the people who get depressed, sad, disturbed very, very easily. Little thing happens, I become sad, I become depressed, I become disappointed, because goal of life is not clear and goals in life are not inspiring to me. So again, if goals in life I'm not having small goals to accomplish, then I will get distracted, directionless very easily. And if goal of life is not there, which Shastra is giving, I will get disturbed, depressed, sad, with small disappointments happening in life. Some death happens, I will become sad. Suppose I don't get what I want. Suppose I don't get goals in life as I want, but goal of life is clear, then I will not get so easily disappointed. People who are having clear goal of life bounce back very easily. They bounce back. People who do not bounce back, these people are crushed the situations. So again, it is a very important point to repeat. If goals in life are day-to-day life, I have to go for a journey, goal in life. I have to accomplish this, I have to read this, I have to do this japo, I have to have a family goal, social goal, business goal, financial goal. Some goal has to be there. And Gurudev says the goal must be higher. Otherwise, if my goal is 1 crore rupees, if I get 1 crore rupees, the person becomes dead after that particular point of time. After getting up in the morning, I must remember my goal. Otherwise, if I don't remember my goal, I remember my work. After this, I have to make breakfast, then I have to make lunch, then I have to make dinner, then I have to go there, then I have to go here, then I have to go there, then I have to clean this. This is my life. Then I discuss about process and work, and then I get tired at the end of the day. And these people always are tired of life. There is no goal. Life, Guruji says, life becomes empty, meaningless, stressful, painful, difficult, because I have no goal in life, no goal of life clarity. Then situation and process will take away my life, and I will wonder life is gone. Very interesting sentence. Either will get busy living, or people who are constantly busy. A person who is having a goal will not say I'm busy. He will say I'm striving to achieve this goal. I'm moving towards my goal. That is not busyness. But there are some people who are busy living and busy dying. Because every moment I am living, every moment I am dying. When I inhale, I am living. When I exhale, it is death. One thing is inevitable. I am moving toward final destination. If there is no goal to accomplish, death. So very powerful statement. If I have no clarity of goals in life and goal of life, I either get busy living or busy dying. Whole day I am busy. Today it has become a fashion that I am very, very busy. No time for anything. Achha, what is the productivity? No, productivity I do not know, but I am busy. What am I accomplishing? I don't know what am I accomplishing, but I am busy. Achha, what am I achieving? I am not achieving anything, but I am busy. So very powerful statement. So life goes in facing endless situation after situation. So one person went to an astrologer and asked, tell me my future, I am facing difficult situation. I don't know why these difficult situations are coming in my life. The astrologer told next 7.5 years, you will be faced with difficult situations. Sade Sati. Shani is there, this Graha is there, Rahu is there. That person asked, after 7.5 years, what will happen? He told, then you will get used to difficult situation. It's not that it will become better. Then you will get used to, because now you are used to difficult situation. You will not know which is a difficult situation, which is a good situation. So we have to decide how to face situations. There was this person who got a lottery, 100 crore lottery. Now he was wondering how to tell his wife. He told, I cannot tell my wife because my wife will become hyper. She may go mad. So he called his doctor, family doctor. He told, this is what has happened. You tell her somehow, because I am afraid that she might get hysterical. People can get hysterical attack. So doctor came and started chatting with her, talking to her, that suppose you get 100 crore rupees lottery, what will you do? She told, I will give you half. The husband got heart attack. Don't know how to handle a situation. This is all Guruji's jokes. I am just quoting. So these are situations. Some people can get hysterical with happiness also when something good happens. Touch wood, touch wood. I don't know how to handle happy situation. I don't know how to handle difficult situation. Life goes on. So when I'm having clear goal, and this clear goal will come from these situations only. Arjuna's situation didn't change. After Bhagavad Gita, his situation didn't change. So many people wonder that, after learning Bhagavad Gita or spiritual, sessions, my situations in life, God will change. God says, no, I'm not going to change your difficult situation. I'm going to only give you knowledge how to face difficult situations. And from difficult situation, how to become happy and how to become easy, how to live easy life. That's a very interesting one. Gurudev's motto given to all Chinmaya Vidyalayas, which is there. There are many, many Chinmaya Vidyalayas. Keep smiling. Whatever situation comes, keep smiling. Okay, now one more situation. Now I have to smile first of all and say, okay, now Guruji has given 2 rules of facing. First face, and then from the same situation, I will fulfill my own goal, because no new situation is going to come. So now we will read the next verse. Very, very, very interesting. Guruji says that this is a very important verse. According to him, this has maximum importance. So what is the 4th verse? Vidya will read and we will discuss.
Tatranyasyan jivanam jivitum na shakyate.
Once more we can read.
Tatranyasyan jivanam jivitum na shakyate.
So tatra means there. Anyasta, another. Anyena, by another. Jivanam, life. Jivitum, to live. Na shakyate. Na shakyate is important word. Not possible. So what is not possible? Some people say, no, nothing is impossible. But here Guruji is saying there is something which is impossible. That way there are many things are impossible. You know that 3 Idiot movie, that one says nothing is  This person takes one toothpaste, then presses that toothpaste, half of the paste comes out. And then he says, now put that toothpaste into the paste into that toothpaste. It is impossible from the same opening. So here one more thing Guruji is saying, it is impossible. And according to him, this, if I understand, all further sutras will be clearer because all further sutras are based on this sutra. So what is impossible? Na shakyate, not possible. That is the main word in this. So what is mentioned here is that I cannot live another person's life. What is so great? What is so secret in it? I know. But here is the catch. Neither you can live my life and I can live your life. Not possible. So if someone is hungry, someone is sick, that particular person has to eat food, digest, excrete. I can maximum give food to that person. If somebody is sick, I can take care, I can take that person to hospital, but that person has to take the medicine, that person has to take rest, that person has to follow instruction and get well. I cannot get well for that particular person. No, that I know. What is great you're talking in this sutra. So this is when Guruji says it extremely important. We have to understand what the implications are. Implications are very, very long term. There are many parents who are extremely worried for their children and grandchildren. I cannot live my children's life. I cannot live life of my grandchildren. They have to live. I should not get unnecessary worried for other people, anxious for other people because they have to live their life. And that means that I have to live my life. By the way, the chapter what we are discussing, chapter number 1 is take charge. Now this is a sutra which is going to tell us that I have to take charge of my own life. But somewhere subtly I believe that somebody else can live my life, somebody else can share certain things. Yes, somebody else can help, somebody else can share, somebody else can support. But finally, I have to eat my food. I have to take medicine to get well. I have to feel my own emotions. Somebody can share my emotions for some time. But finally, one important sutra, what is coming, which is very important, is that I have to own up responsibility of my life. Not my parents, not my spouse, not my children, not my grandchildren. I must say that they are responsible for this. I am responsible for my life. That is a sutra. Some cannot shield us from facing unpleasant situation. Just because I am in touch with my guru, I am in touch with somebody else, they cannot change my unpleasant situation in life. What maximum they can do is support, help. But they will not be able to change pleasant situation. We have to take our decisions in life. We have to take charge of our life. If there is a medical situation, we can go to doctor. If there is a legal situation, we have to go to a lawyer. If there is a commerce situation, we have to go to a chartered accountant. But finally, they will only give opinions. But finally, I have to take a decision for myself. This is very important because many people do not want to take decision. They want somebody else to take decision in their life because then it is easy for them to blame. You told, so I did. But finally, if we go to a medical doctor, the doctor will say, okay, this is my opinion. Then I go and take somebody else's opinion. That opinion may be exactly different than this opinion. Finally, I have to take a decision. I cannot leave that decision on somebody else. I have to say that this decision is mine. I have understood all the opinions. I trust you and I will take that decision because this is my decision. So very, very important one, that finally we have to train ourselves to take our own decisions. I can ask somebody for support or help, but finally we have to take charge of our life. This is very, very important because most of the time what happens is that because we don't take charge of our own life, we very easily blame the politicians, blame the society, blame the spouse, blame the children, blame the parent, that because of you, my life is like this. We have to own up responsibility of our own life. That is a sutra. If not, suppose we don't own up our responsibility, that is a sutra. What will happen? We will create 3 clever stories in our life. I had mentioned this last time. Victim story, I will say it is not my fault. Somebody else did, somebody else did, so I am suffering. Like Karna. Karna has a victim mentality. Mindset. Victim mindset is what? That it is not my fault, that I was born like this. Then the second story is villain story. It is all your fault or is someone else's fault, so I am suffering. My life would have been different or happy or easy. Very important one. Why my life is happy and not easy? Because it is universe's fault, India's fault, neighbor's fault, somebody else's fault. I am innocent, but somebody else did, so I am suffering. So very, very important. Suppose we talk to people, when we discuss this, I do not have anything to complain, creep, blame, because I am owning up responsibility of my life. Very important. Today, my physical state, my emotional state, my intellectual state is my responsibility because I have taken decisions for my life. If somebody else have taken decisions for my life, I said yes to that decision. That is a decision. And the third story is helplessness story comes. I can only do this much. So there are 3 powerful one-line stories. It is not my fault, but I'm suffering. It is somebody else's fault, so I'm suffering. Only this much I can do. What can I do? I'm suffering. And our goal is to have an easy life, and that cannot happen if I don't own up responsibility. The day I own up responsibility of my own life, my 50-70% communication will stop in the mind, because there is nobody to blame, nobody to complain, nobody to creep, nobody to criticize, nobody to compare, because I say no, no, no. Because of my own vasanas, I was born. Because of my own prarabdha, these situations are coming in front of me, which is my own creation. If somebody cheats me, then I allowed that particular person to cheat me. If somebody is taking me granted, I am allowing that particular person to take me granted. I am accepting that particular suffering because there is a trade-off, because I am now, what can I do? Helplessness. Helplessness story, villain story, and victim story. Very powerful stories in psychology. I am not even aware that I am having these stories. I tell this story to myself. Anybody I come in contact, I tell them this story. And those who have not read Vedanta, they will say, oh, very right, you are right. You are so poor, nice, good person, and you are suffering. So here Guruji says, no, no, no. You own up from today responsibility of what is happening in your life. So do you mean to say that other people cannot support me, cannot help me? They have no role. I have no role in another person's life. They have no role in my life. Do you mean to say that? No, no, no. We are not saying that. What is the next verse? Vidya, can we read? This much is possible. Parasparam.
Parasparam sahayyam tu sambhavati.
Second time.
Parasparam साहाय्यं तु सम्भवति.
So that doesn't mean that I do not have any role to play in your life and you have no role to play in my life. Maximum what other person can do to my life and I can do to other person's life is sahaya, help. That is possible. Now here, if you are thinking, no, what you are telling, I don't know, this is there in Bhagavad Gita also. Mutual help is possible. We definitely can help, support, motivate others to certain extent. And I can also expect help, support, motivation for certain extent. This is very, very important. Because most of the time in office, people say to me that, my boss doesn't motivate me. My spouse doesn't motivate me. My neighbors don't motivate me. So I'm like this. I'm demotivated. Now, how long can other people motivate us? They can motivate us once, twice. Every time somebody has to motivate me. Why? No, because I didn't get appreciation, I was not motivated. You can see these stories coming. Nobody motivates me. Why somebody should motivate me all the time? Why somebody should support me all the time? Why somebody should help me all the time? But we can take help from all these people, what I mentioned, but we must not overly be dependent on others and seek favors. Then only I will own up my responsibility in life. We must not get into habit of asking help constantly, that no, without this help I cannot do, without this help I cannot do, without this help I cannot do, without this I cannot do. Guruji says that we can ask, no problem. We have to go to a doctor, we have to go to a lawyer, we have to go to a CA, we have to go to a neighbor. But constantly we must not get into habit of asking. One person went to his neighbor and asked him, are you going to play hockey today? That neighbor thought he is going to ask hockey bat. He told, no, yes, I am going to play hockey bat. Yes, so please give me your cricket bat, because I wanted actually cricket bat, And there are many, many jokes on neighbors where they go and ask lemon, then and also I have seen these serials where they ask milk and then tea powder and then vessel and then gas also. Then the person neighbor says, instead of giving all these things, I will make tea and give you. And that is what I wanted. These are all jokes, but I must not get into habit of asking. Also extremely important, I must not make others dependent on us too much. Some people have this belief that without me, my house will not run because my husband is dependent on me. My children are dependent on me because somewhere I love that people are dependent on me. No, without me, my house will collapse. Without me, my house will become mess. Without me, company will not run. So what is more important is, in Western countries, they propagate too much of independence. So too much of independence also is not so good. Too much of dependency is also not good. When a person matures and understands Vedanta, the person understands the importance of interdependence. When there is too much of independence, there is, we can see like little thing happen, I want divorce. When there is too much of dependence, there is exploitation. So when we are born, we are dependent on so many things as children. Then we become young, then we understand I'm independent. I don't require anybody. When we get married, then we understand that there is interdependence. I depend on you something and you depend on me something. Without Shrota, there cannot be Vakta. Without Vakta, there cannot be Shrota. It is interdependent. So we'll take this verse and complete today. Vidya, can we read the next verse? These further 3 verses are in tune with the first verse. What we read today was that we must own up our responsibility. And here Guruji is going to come and tell us that what stops us from asking help and giving help. You ask yourself, for some people, asking help is a big job because big ego comes in between. I want to remain stupid throughout our life, but I will not ask. No, I will not ask anybody. I will not ask God also. There are many people. No, I will not ask anybody. I will suffer, but I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask any help to anybody because these people have lot of ego. And then we will see that another type of ego, I don't want to give help to another person also. But especially asking help is more difficult than giving help. If you tell people go ask money, no, I don't want to ask. You ask somebody, what is the question? What is the question? No, I don't have any question because then my ignorance will be exposed. So I don't want to ask any question. So Guruji is saying is that there are two things in receiving, in giving. What comes in between is my ego and arrogance. So what is the next sutra?
साहाय्यस्य स्वीकरणे प्रदाने वाहंकारो न करणीयः. साहाय्यस्य स्वीकरणे प्रदाने वाहंकारो न करणीयः.
So na karaniya. It should not be there. What should not be there? Ego or arrogance. In what? In giving something and receiving something. So first of all, we will see receiving type. I am receiving something. Some have lot of hesitation in how to ask. What will other person think of me if I ask something? My image will go down. So I don't ask. People don't ask knowledge. Some people don't ask money. If you have to start business, you have to go and ask money to bank or no, I don't want to ask anybody, but they will think I don't have money. People who don't have knowledge, they will not ask other people about knowledge. When our car doesn't work, we go to mechanic and ask. When our body doesn't work, we go to a doctor and ask. When our relationships are not working, I think I'm expert. When I'm not happy, I think I will only do all the solutions and work out. I must go to an expert and ask. But I don't want to ask. Some have pride in not asking. Something I do not want any obligation from others. So I will not ask. Very funny thought process. So what is a sutra we have learned from Guruji, that everything is interdependent. Sun is dependent on moon, moon is dependent on earth, earth is dependent on something else. So everything is interdependent. I am dependent on me. All 7.7 billion people are dependent on earthworm. Earthworm is dependent on some insects. So if I am thinking that I do not want to have any obligations from anybody, I don't want to ask any help, then there is a problem. Guruji gives one example that Sudama had this very subtle ego that I will not ask from God also. So he got, when he went to Krishna, his wife told that, please ask something. I asked for some food. He didn't ask. God gave him, but he had that subtle, no, I will not ask. Subtle ego, very little subtle ego, but he got much more than what he actually wanted. Some refuse to ask, but accept when voluntarily given. These are funny people. No, I will not ask, but somebody gives, I will take it. Some say I will only ask God, and some say I will not ask God also. But I must ask help whenever I need. But I must own up my own responsibility. These two are the sutras. Responsibilities of mine. But I should not hesitate to ask the right person for an answer, for helping me, for my relationship, for my finance, for my knowledge, for learning something. There must not be any arrogance and ego in not asking. Others people are funny. I want to remain stupid throughout my life. I want to remain poor throughout my life. I want to remain, but I will not ask because arrogance and ego stops me. So we'll just complete this. That these are the receiving types. What are the helping types? Or when we give help to another, what is the attitude some people have? Some people have an air of superiority. With pride, I give. Okay, I am superior to others. Some people give out of pity and compassion. No, that poor bichara beggar requires some money, and so out of pity, some people give out of compulsion. When there is no other way out, then I give. Some people give out of hesitation. Some people give out of humility. Some people give out of selfish motive. Politicians or something give you this, I want this back. Some people give indifferently. I don't care what happens, but I will give. Some people reluctantly. Some people give when someone asks only. Some people give unasked. Some give when someone instructs. Okay, because you have told me, I have given. I don't want to give. Some give as meritorious act because it is mentioned in our Shastra. I am giving because it will give me punya. I am giving dana because it will give me punya. So we have seen the attitude in asking and attitude in giving. Attitude in receiving, attitude in giving. This is Guruji's favorite thing. He says this is extremely important because constantly in life, either we are giving something or receiving something. We are giving something, receiving something. Constantly, I am giving something to the world, I am receiving something from the world. Something I am giving to people, something I am receiving from people. There is no choice because that is how the world is made. I am breathing air is created by the universe. I am eating food is coming from the universe. So many people have worked. I am having water. So many people have worked for it. So either I am receiving something or I am giving something. But what is my attitude in giving and receiving? What is my attitude in action? What is happening outside? And whenever I am receiving another person's action. Very, 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 very important point. And next class, we will see Guruji is going to give us a mantra to be happy. How should we give and how should we receive? Because if somebody is saying that, no, I don't receive anything from this world and I don't give anything to this world, one person is not introspecting. Instantly, the transaction is happening. There is no choice for this. There is no choice for giving and receiving. The only choice is that what is my attitude in receiving something and what is my attitude in giving something to the world. Because this transaction will make me happy and life will become easy. If this transaction is not appropriate, then my life will become complex, unhappy, sad, depressed. So that we will see next time. What is the next sutra Guruji is going to give, and that will be completion of the first chapter. Take charge of your own life. Don't give charge to your spouse, to your family, to your children, grandchildren of your life, because you are the creator of your life. You have to make your life easy and you have to make your life happy. Other person can only give little help, support, but finally I have to create my own happiness. Nobody else. Otherwise, just imagine there are people who are enlightened and gurus, they would have changed our life. They would have given enlightenment in 1 minute to us. Bhagwan would have given ultimate bliss in 1 minute. Why he is not able to give? Because that I have to create. He is saying that I have given you this life. I have given you all the means. I have given you all these situations. It is up to you. You have to create your happiness from within, from outside, where the situations are coming. How? Next class, we will see what is the secret. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. This we are